But let me just cut across to Pulwama. The grenade attack that we were talking about at the polling station in Pulwama, there was an explosion outside the gate. No damage has been caused right now, and security has been beefed up even further. Fareed joins us live from Pulwama, and he's been there all morning. Fareed, could you take us through what happened and what what reaction there's been on the ground? Will this actually result in further lowering of the voter turnout, Fareed? I'm not sure.
Absolutely, Faye. Now, as the news will spread, so prospective voters who may be really making their mind to come out and vote, definitely their psyche will be dented, and that really is the fear. Now, grenade has been hurled towards a polling station in the Rohmu area, which is again a hyper-sensitive polling booth, and grenade thankfully exploded outside the gate. It did cause damage, slight damage to property, but no one has been injured. Now, after that, the forces, the quick reaction teams have reached the spot, and right now security has been beefed up. We tried to reach that area. It's 5-6 kilometers away from where we are, but the road is absolutely blocked. There was stone pelting that was happening as we tried to enter those areas. So that really is the situation. And not only in Pulwama, we got news from Tral, where again there has been incidents of stone pelting, petrol bomb hurled towards a polling station, then sporadic incidents of violence, news also coming in from various other parts. So that really is how it is shaping up, and pretty much on the expected lines, because Pulwama and Shopian, we never expected huge voter turnout. It would have been any which way in single figures. And it seems that now with these incidents of violence, even that, or should I say that turnout may also come down, those percentages may further come down. Now, if we talk of the general situation, huge security presence as was expected. Internet has been snapped, mobile internet has been snapped in Pulwama and Shopian districts. And then to add to that, I'm in main town Pulwama. This is the voting center, in fact polling station, where I was in 2014 as well. And one can easily see the change. I mean, it's gone from bad to worse. That time also there was no huge voter turnout, but at least there was a trickle. People were coming in through the day in small groups, and there was voter turnout. But today only one person, let me tell you, one person has voted here. I caught hold of him. I spoke to him. He says that he tries to be a symbol of change, because a lot of bad things have happened in South Kashmir. People are going from it's a situation that's been terrible over a period of time. So people are suffering a lot, and maybe his vote may change things. So he was the lone ranger here, but otherwise really a dismal voter turnout is expected. And to add to that, these incidents of violence, so things not looking very great, and things look bleak as far as today is concerned. Yes, Faye.
Well, Fareed, is there, I mean, that's really disappointing to hear that only one person voted in the polling booth that you are at, and you're at the city. But is there any sort of official turnout number so far? And the only other exception, other than, obviously the disappointing situation, is that you're perhaps the only constituency in the country in this entire election where you're reporting with a sweater on. Everybody else is struggling through the Indian summer. But at least in Kashmir, that's not the problem at this point. But do you have any sort of official numbers from the Election Commission on the turnout in Pulwama so far?
Yes, Faye, and that really is the saving grace about Kashmir. The weather is beautiful, but down on the earth, things really are going from bad to worse. And especially if you talk about the election scenario in South Kashmir, Anantnag was the best, around 10-14% was the voter turnout. Then Kulgam was around 10. But in Pulwama, Shopian, everyone had resigned to the situation where you will have voting percentage in single digits. And as you rightly said, these incidents are going to further bring it down. Now, as far as official figures are concerned, at 9 a.m., the turnout in Pulwama is said to be around 0.3%, and Shopian is no different. But in some time, we'll get to know fresh figures. But as I said, it is pretty much expected that there will be low turnout, but this low, I mean, this was not expected. At least people were hoping that it would be somewhere from 5 to 10%, but it seems after these incidents it's going to be even lower. So that really is the case, unfortunately. And as I said, just one person voted in this polling station where I'm standing right now, and that really is reflective of the situation, reflective of what has happened. I mean, there is a mood of disappointment, dejection. There is anger against the system, against the leadership or the government that was there, PDP, BJP government, because PDP sought votes against the BJP and then went with the BJP to form the government. So this doesn't require rocket science to figure out what the people are thinking and how they see this as a betrayal. Along with so many other things that South Kashmir brings, attacks, encounters, insecurity, no sense of security. So when your lives do not have sense of security, so probably voting would be the last thing you'll be thinking of, because you think that it's not going to change things much. So all these elements really coming together to ensure very, very low turnout in Shopian and Pulwama. Faye?
All right, Fareed, many thanks for that update. I suppose that's a story, that's an inspiration to be like that. One voter who went out in that particular voting booth in Pulwama has voted so far. At 10 a.m. we'll probably have numbers again. But for Kashmir, at least, those numbers are not looking good. So